Lex Luthor was battling Superman in his new suit. As he shot kryptonite missiles at Superman, he would dodge all of them, but Lex Luthor would appear in front of him and grab him and throw him around, as they both continued to battle each other. Lex Luthor hated Superman. Superman represented everything he didn't like about humanity. Lex Luthor wanted humanity to become smarter, to become better, to become stronger. But if they relied on superheroes to save them all the time, then, well, they would become weaker and lazier. And he saw it as the police force became lazier, as the cities became lazier. He had to get rid of Superman, these superheroes for humanity. As Lex Luthor continued to battle him, Lex Luthor was actually getting the upper hand as he was starting to win. But then Superman would grab Lex and throw him further into space. As Lex had a spacesuit on, he was able to survive. But then he went into a wormhole as he went to the Hazbin universe. Lex would fall down, as his suit would be out of He was forced to get out of his suit, as he would see the sinners walking around. He needed to blend in, so he decided to scan them and create a suit to look like them. As he ran away and hid, Lex would learn about things, as he would build drones to spy on people, as he would learn that he was in hell. As Lex Luthor knew this, it would give him an idea, as he made himself a fake suit so he can blend in. As then he would walk out and begin to observe everything. He needed power, he needed money, he needed influence so he can get back. But he didn't really know how to do it. As he continued to look around, he would have to learn who's in charge. He would have to learn about the power structure. And he could continue to spy on people, but he had an idea. He would ask directly, as he would start to torture people and demand answers. They were already in hell, so they must have been bad people to begin with, so it doesn't matter. At least that made sense in Lex Luthor's mind. Keep in mind, Lex Luthor is, pretty demented. As they would tell him about the V's and everyone else, he decided he would make his own empire. This empire would be cutthroat, business, and other things like that. Lex knew about technology. He can make technology give it out. However, there was a lot of people who had a lot of monopolies in this world, and they would not want him to sell. He would be forced to work with the V's or something else, unless he started his own crew to protect what he was selling. Other people could just try to wipe him out and take it for themselves, so he needed a crew. Lex would start to rob banks and do some odd jobs here and there, until eventually he would go to assemble his crew. As he knocked on the door, Cherry would open it. As Cherry opened it, she would see Lex. As Lex would say, "Hello, can I come in?" Cherry would let him in and say, "Are you here for a job? You make the best explosive, so I want you to help me make some, to sell, and to create destruction." As Cherry would nod, she would become like a bodyguard for Lex, as he would recruit a few other people. As Lex started to work with his technology, eventually he would start to sell it, as he would start to get more popular, but he needed territory. And for that, he was going to have to take it. As Cherry and Lex would go to a town with Angel, Lex would say, "Are you sure he's necessary?" Cherry would say he can handle himself, as they were trying to take the territory that was wiped away by Exorcist. As Lex would start to set up his camp, though, a Zeppelin would fly in and begin to threaten him. As Cherry and Angel would fight for a bit, Lex would watch until he would say, "Let me get involved." Serpentis himself would jump down. Lex would say, "Thank you. I can just use your Zeppelin as my business. I can fly to place and deliver things, and I can have people to protect me. That way I don't need territory. The sky will be my territory." As Serpentis would say, "But that's mine," as then he would hit him with a blow dart. As Serpentis would get knocked out, he would say, "Come on." As Cherry would follow him, Angel would say, "I should get back to the hotel." Cherry would say, "I had fun," as then Cherry would go with Lex. As Lex would commandeer the Egg Boys and make Serpentis work for him too, as he would start to make top-of-the-line weapons and other materials, even better than Camilla Carmine, as Lex would start to sell them all throughout hell. The products were the best of the best. No one could compete. So people got mad and wanted to take him out. However, he had alliances. You see, he allied himself with the V's and a few others. And with this money, he hired lots of security, so they wouldn't just easily be able to attack and take him on. And because his business was always on the move, it was hard to steal anything. So Lex's genius truly showed, as he started to become famous around hell. fact, Lex was secretly working on his suit, but his suit would look like normal clothes, but it would give him powers to fly and other things like that. Lex wanted the people here to think that he was magic, so he would hide all of it and disguise his science. His point was to try to make him stronger and more powerful. Lex was already coming up with a way to leave, but to do that, he needed to be extremely powerful. As Lex started to finish his suit, suddenly something would happen. He would get an invite to attend a meeting. As Lex Zeppelin would land down, he would start to walk off, as then Alistair would meet him there. As Alistair met Lex Luthor, Alistair would say, "Only Overlord level people allowed to be here. I sell to all of hell. I'm only getting richer and richer by the day. I'm a millionaire now, and I'm about to compete with others. You really think I'm not?" Suddenly, Alistair would try to hit him with a tentacle. As it would be blocked instantly, Alistair was shocked. You see, demons were able to hide their magic, and Alistair assumed that Lex Luthor was powerful. After all, doing everything he did, he had to have some sort of power, at the very least knowledge. And if he didn't, then he was just a puppet. But he didn't sense any power when it was blocked, which could only mean one thing in his mind. He found a technique to hide his power, even when he's using magic, to make sure that no one knows how strong he is. Really a smart move. And being able to do that shows that he must be extremely powerful. As then Alistair would say, you being able to hide your magic doesn't work well because, well, people already know you're strong because you can hide it, unless you can also hide how much magic you have less, so they don't know how to drain your stamina. Smart. Lex would simply smirk. Alistair had no idea that he had no magic whatsoever, as Lex went in for the meeting and began to listen to Camilla Carmine. Camilla Carmine would, well, she would talk to all of them, like in canon. As Lex Luthor can listen, he would be annoyed, as the V's would interrupt, and she would say the meeting was over. Lex was actually interested to hear what they wanted to say. Lex was interested in how to form a team, and how to work together with them. But they were scared off, and immediately stopped talking. He saw them as imbeciles, people who should not be trusted, and people that could not be worked with. Except for one, Alistair. Alistair showed great promise in his mind, so Lex and Alistair would begin to talk, as Lex would offer to help him with the hotel. As Lex and Alistair would work together on keeping the hotel safe, he would move his lab there and begin to work on experiments. As no one there really trusted him, not even Alistair, but to be honest, Lex needed to protect it. If he saved the hotel, maybe Lucifer will owe him one, and he'll bring him back to his home reality. As he was still making money here, he wanted to leave communications here, so he can keep a business here to build things to help wipe out the superheroes. As Lex continued to work day and night, Vaggie would walk in and say, "Why are you doing this?" Lex would then look at Vaggie and say, "What do you mean?" Vaggie would go, "You're powerful, you're rich, you have everything. Why risk it all in a hotel you don't even believe in? You're not even trying to be redeemed. I want to defend it, because if I do, Lucifer will owe me a favor if I save his daughter. I know the angels are coming, and you're not strong enough to deal with it." Vaggie would say, "So that's it, huh? You really think that will work?" "I know it will," as he smirked at her, as then she just walked off. As the days passed, Lex began to build a more secure defense system. He started to build stealth drones and other things like that, as he upgraded his suit more and combined it with magic, as he wanted to make a truly powerful suit, and he all held it under his skin, basically hiding it, making sure that no one knew he had a suit on. He wanted to look as powerful as possible to these people. As eventually Adam would arrive, as his forces went down, he began to torch the city. Destruction followed him as they surrounded the hotel, but then suddenly drones would fly up and get the blast at them, shooting angelic daggers and things at them, causing them to fall from the sky. The angels would be able to deal with them, but they did lose a sizable amount of numbers, and Adam was confused. What was that? As they continued the battle, Adam would start to battle Alistair, as Lex would appear behind him and say, "Hello there, Adam. I've heard a lot about you." Adam would say, "Who are you?" "I'm the newest Overlord, and the one who's gonna defeat you." As suddenly, Lex would punch Adam, sending him flying, as he would grab him and fly up into the sky. Adam would say, "How are you doing this?" Lex would say, "Funny, you're no Superman, but I guess you'll do. You're like the weaker knockoff version." As then he threw him to the ground and began to pummel him, beating him limb from limb. Lex fought Superman and built his technology to keep up with him. Now, he could never be as strong as Superman, that's why he needed kryptonite, But the fact that he can fly into space, the fact that his punches can make him move at all, means that, well, Adam's not going to have a good time here. As Lex easily pummeled Adam, Lucifer would appear and say, "You defended the hotel." And, well, Vaggie told me you want something. What do you want? To go home. Lucifer would sigh and say, "I knew you weren't from here." As he snapped his fingers, a portal would open up, as Lex would walk back into his universe. And that's where I leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And before I stop this video, last video I made, I put a cheeky thumbnail. I thought I was going to get a lot of views. I thought no one would mind. But you guys really didn't like that. So, I'm done with that. I'm not going to do any more of those thumbnails. I'm not going to do any of that. The only reason I did it is because I wanted views and things like that, which are important to me. I'm not going to lie to you all. But what's more important to me is that all you guys are happy. And if you're not happy with those type of things, well, then I'm not going to do them. That's the last one I'm ever going to do. I'm still going to leave it up there because, well, it already got some views, and I need it. But after that, I'm done. All right? That's the last one. Last time. I mean, I might do a cheeky one here or there, but I will never do it to, like, that level, if that makes sense. Because that was pretty extreme. I might, like, do a little bit here and there, like, you know, like a little, like, you know, a little good looking, a little, like, cheeky, a little exotic. But I'm not going to go straight, like, level 10 like I did in the last one, all right? If that makes sense. I honestly thought you guys liked it, because last time I did that, you all loved it. So I guess, I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is, and I can understand why you guys don't like that, especially when you're here for the story. And yeah, having a thumbnail like that just to get people in, it's just, it can be disingenuous. So I understand why, you know? It is my fault. I'm not gonna, now, do I care? No, I thought, you know, it looked good and it was fine. But I can see why other people wouldn't think so. And if you all really don't like it, then I won't do it. So yeah, you might not know what I'm talking about. You may be watching this video in the future, or you're just watching this. The video I posted before this, the thumbnail was, well, it was nice. I really liked it, but some people didn't. So because of that, I'm just not going to make them like that anymore. So yeah. Anyway, hope you are having a good day, because I'm having a good day too. And I love you all so much. I'm so glad I have an audience like you who are there for me, who support me. And yeah. And today has been, well, it's been alright. I've been pretty tired today, I'm not gonna lie. Today seems so long. You ever have a day that just seems like it's longer than normal? Well, that's kind of today. But yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to say that to you all and to let you know that I'm, you know, doing that. And I might be changing my content a little bit more. I can't really say it right now because I haven't decided yet. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to change it a little bit more for you guys, so I have some good ideas. But love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Peace out.